Okay, so I'm going to sit over here, and I just wanted to kick off with just a general question about what was the initial attraction to joining Farrington, just 6 months ago?
Initially, it was very close to home, and I will be completely honest, lockdown made me rethink everything. I was travelling for 2 hours a day pre-lockdown, and lockdown made me see things very, very differently, and this sounds very strange, but I enjoyed lockdown, and I enjoyed being part of my local community, and I enjoyed getting to know my local area, and I wanted to continue that. So that was the initial attraction.
I hear you. It's a 400, I'm telling you something you already know. I'm going to tell everyone else by proxy. It's a 400-acre working farm, is that right?
That's right, yeah.
How long has it been knocking around for? Is it
Oh gosh, well, it's been farmed by the same family for about 90 years now. It's part of the Duchy of Cornwall.
Yes.
And it's a beautiful venue. We're in the middle of Farrington Gurney. Our fields overlook the Farrington Gurney Church. You know, you walk in first thing in the morning, the mist rising over the fields. It is the most beautiful place in the world. Not that I'm biased.
It sounds literally idyllic. That's what it says here as well.
Yeah,
like
it is.
Almost like one of those soft-focus Mr. Kipling adverts I used to watch in the
Absolutely.
1980s. Not that I was born then or nothing. So what does Farrington stand for?
So Farrington's was initially started about 30 years ago, the farm shop, and it was a standpoint against mass producing, and they wanted to sort of introduce people to the local produce that we have. So that's been sort of like an underlying theme. So we've got a certified organic farm business. We grow fruit and vegetables, which are amazing quality and the quirkiest shapes in the world. And we sell them in our farm shop, but we also export to quite a few different venues around the UK.
Apologies for the air traffic and what appears to be a railway next door as well. So, but we shall press on. So 300% increase in turnover. That's kind of magical. It's a big word, but what's your secret?
So one of my remits was to bring it back to being very much a West Country business, and to really bring in sort of smaller local suppliers. And I have to say, I've been amazed by the range and the fantastic diversity of products all over the country that are made just in our local area. So, for instance, we support lots of little cider cooperatives. And I mean, you know, when I say little, we order sort of 2 cases a time. And it takes them a while to produce that.
Do me fine.
And it turns up in the
night.
back of somebody's you know, car or van. So we've been working with those. So it started off with, we started looking at cider because obviously we're Somerset. And then we found a little apple orchard just up the road in High Littleton who make the most amazing daisy line apple juice. So we brought them in. They were speaking to somebody that they work at local markets with who shows quails. So I didn't even know that was a thing, but yes, they breed show quails. So we got quail's eggs on board, which led us to a duck egg producer who then started talking to us about, oh, we know this really interesting guy that makes ice cream down the road. So we found Brickell's ice cream just outside Bruton. Fantastic, it's organic, there are no preservatives, and it's foraged fruit. So we got them on board, and it's kind of snowballed from there. And I think, you know, we need to have a point of difference. We're not a supermarket. We can't compete with supermarket prices. So what we've done is we've tried to make it very, very local, and our customer seems to be really enjoying that. And now we have repeat customers, and you know, we've just started working with White Lake Cheese, who are literally just down the road as well. So they do a really fantastic range of sheep's and goat's cheese. And And it just really has snowballed. We've got a bakery on site now, which is fantastic. They make the Pullins Gleefully organic bread, and Pullins is based down in Weston-super-Mare. And yeah, it's so interesting to find the vast amounts of talent and passion that are involved in making all these wonderful products. And I think the best thing for me is that I get to meet these people face to face. It's not a faceless buying process. It's a very much, we'll sit down over coffee, we'll look at the produce, we talk about it, I find out the backstories, which we can put on our Instagram and on our social media feed, which again benefits their business but benefits ours as well. So it's sort of like
social media, that's helpful as a small business.
Really helpful.
Pushing up against the big boys.
Absolutely,
Yep.
really helpful. Because we can't compete on price. We can't, because we buy small volumes. But what we can do is we can compete on quality. And, everything we sell, or what we're trying to get to is everything we sell has a story, has a human face behind it. So, yeah, that's sort of really where we are.
So in a couple of words, what are the future plans? Now you're in there, you're delivering 300% growth in turnover, or increase. In a few words, what are the plans for Farrington's?
So the plans are really, we are a working farm, but we're also an events business. So we're just about to start the massive pumpkin festival that we do every year. And every year that improves and changes and grows. So we plan to do a lot more events. We've just had 50 bow tents all summer. So we've had a glamping experience, which has been amazing. And really the plan is to try and get everything that I sell in the shop to come from the West Country or to be produced in that area.
This is what we want to hear, especially amongst this learned audience of suppliers, eventers, owner-operators, team members, educationalists. It's a great thing to hear. So, look, we've got time for one question. We do need to move on, Gemma. It's a shame because you've got a lifetime of experience in retail to bring to this county, our fair county as well. I'd love to find out why it's so special for you, the Somerset, probably because you live there as well, but there's probably a big story there. But I tell you what, let's have one question, not from me, let's one question from the floor, if you will. One question for Gemma, and then we're going to wrap things up in this section of the day. Have we got a question for Gemma? Lifetime of experience in retail management and much more. Let's have a question. Hello there. Hi. We're going to get the mic to you there. What's your name?
Hi, I'm Nikki. Gemma, the question I have is, which category do you see in highest growth at the moment?
Do you know, all sorts of things. I mean, I think for us, the highest growth has been charcuterie and that kind of thing. We work with Somerset Charcuterie, and the passion that goes into their products is absolutely amazing. You know, virtually they can name the pig it came from. They can tell me the provenance of the pig, whether it was, how old it was when it died, what sort of life it had, who its mother was. And, in terms of that kind of thing, then it's definitely the fresh produce that is growing faster.
Thank you very much indeed, Nikki, and also thank you very much indeed, Gemma Turner. Can we have a round of applause for Gemma Turner, please? Thank you.